Hey guys, well hi there, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread, and it is Sunday, January 21st, 2019. How you guys doing? We just got back from the coast. I've been missing y'all. Gosh, my husband says I'm just a ham to be talking to the camera. Whatever, I'm good with it. So I wanted to show you a couple of things that I got finished that you all knew I was working on from a previous video. And then we're going to talk about organizing patterns. Isn't that gripping? It's so exciting. Well, January is all about organization, it seems. You know, it's all about getting your life in order and losing weight. And, you know, there's a lot of things. So I was going to show you guys how I organize my patterns because Lord knows I have a lot of them. Okay, so in a previous video, I had talked to you guys about the Conversation Hearts wall hanging. Did that turn out cute? Look at that. It is, this is a mini charm pack that I had. Sorry, I'm a little hoarse. The weather. This is a mini charm pack that I had. I've had it for years, and it's called Surrounded by Love from Moda. And I don't know if they still have it anymore, but I had it in my stash and I thought it would be perfect. And the hearts were cut out using the Brother Scan and Cut from an image I downloaded from Google Images. The font and all that was all put together using Brother's Simply Applique program. And it has a really pretty satin stitch around all of this. Okay. And the stipple was done using what are those things called? A stencil that I've picked up along my quilting travels somewhere. And if I was smart, I would have stenciled it before I put the applique on, but I was so excited to do the applique. I was like, oh, I want to get this done. And then all of a sudden I looked at it and I thought, oh crap, now I got to go back and stencil. So I would be working on it, you know, and like there's a little bit here that's stenciled, and I would just jump and tie it off and jump and tie it off and then keep going while I was doing that. So anyway, that's how it turned out. Just love it. I think this turned out to be this is 10 by 26. So I think that's how that worked out, or something to that effect. I'm real pleased with it. There's the back. You can see where I jumped over the hearts. But who's looking at the back? The wall. And I don't care what the wall thinks. All right. I was working on, let me get this. Pardon me. I was working on the Applique Elements growth chart. This. And I put that together this weekend, and it was so fun. It was so fun to do this. Look how this turned out. Yeah, he needs ironed, I know. How cool is that? Don't you want to hang out with that guy? Check out his hair. He's awesome. Anyway, so this is done. Well, it's not done. I've got to put the top and the bottom on it yet. It's the same gray. And this gray is a sateen that my quilt shop carries. It's one of their larger, one of the 108 quilt backs. Excuse me, guys, for the frog in my throat. Look at the little guy. I need to do black stitches right here on his antenna, so I just marked them with a friction pen for now. But I'm going to get that done. So I'll finish up that this week. One of the, so last May, we went with 5 other families to New Orleans and had gone down there. And when all my friends wanted to go on the plantation tour, I'm like, see ya. And I took off and went to fabric stores. And one of the ones I wanted to stop at was Promenade Fine Fabrics. And what a treasure that place is. Y'all that are seamstresses, not quilters, not crafters, seamstresses, put that on your bucket list and make a trip to New Orleans just to go to that store. It's just outside the downtown district, the quarter. Mr. Halprin, I think his name is, that runs it. He's owned it since I don't know, 1875 or something like that. That place has been there forever. He's got, you know, $50 a yard Yves Saint Laurent swimsuit fabric. He's got things that you would make a duchess's evening gown out of. I mean, just incredible, incredible stuff. And you guys ever heard of a designer by the name of Maggie London? She only sells her stuff at places like Nordstrom's and Saks and places like that. Well, Maggie London is known for, she's doing solids this year. I'm not a couture seamstress by any shape or form. But look at this dress. This is a Maggie London. Notice she is noted for the border prints, okay? And the stripe down the center of the dress, okay? That's a Maggie London, and they're really, really identifiable by that look. Her dresses are always sleek and all this other stuff. Well, look what he had. Look at this. Look. Look at this. Oh, if I could drape. Isn't that, you know, it's loud. And it's not something I normally wear, but I'm going to rock this. I mean, I'm just going to do it. So I picked up 2 panels. So it is a panel, okay? And I've got 2 of the borders. I'm not going to do a dress. I'm going to do a top, a longer top. I need a good pattern that uses a non-stretch, that uses a woven. Okay, this is a woven. This is fabulous. It was $25 a panel. So, and then he helped me pick a zipper. He has more buttons there than I've ever seen in my life. And I mean buttons like not Joann's. You would not find a Joann's button in Promenade. You know, perish the thought. Yeah, just incredible, incredible stuff. Go there, make a trip of it, and just enjoy it. And oh, what a wonderful, wonderful place to be. Okay, let's talk about pattern storage. I know you guys have been waiting for this. So, how I store my patterns. A couple of things. So I store them in these boxes. They fit pretty well. I get them, I think I got these at, I don't know, Home Depot. Inexpensive plastic boxes. I like boxes that are clear. I do set aside and separate home deck, kids, and men's, pretty much. Everything else is, you know, ladies wear, stuff I'm going to make for myself or whatever. And I don't separate by manufacturer. I don't separate by garment type. All I do is put them in numerical order. That's all I do, is I put them in numerical order. So this one here, this is box number 1, is this MP202. It's a McCall's. I just don't bother with the MP. I don't know what that means, so don't worry about it. Okay? Now, have you ever, I'm going to show you these real quick. You've used a pattern and the envelope gets real wrinkly and rumply and the pattern pieces, you know, it's a mess. See how cute and pretty this is in this nice, clean little pack? These are found, these little bags, they are fabulous. And they make it so the back of it, there's the envelope. Okay? I can still see the number on the outside. And they're nice and slick, so they all still slide down in here. They're called crystal clear bags. And this size is 6 7/16 by 8 1/4, or it says 6 by 8 right up here. This is what they look like. They're at Hobby Lobby and they're in the artists section. Excuse me. Hold on, I'm going to take a drink. Just a minute. Okay, sorry about that. So there are 25 bags and they're $4.49. And if you go in and get one every trip and use your 40% off coupon, because they are never on sale, you know, that's a couple of dollars for these. It's really, really, these are wonderful. These fit the regular size patterns. And then when I go to slip this back in here, it just slides in. Just see that? it doesn't get, and nothing gets bent, and everything, it just works out so well. I need another box. Oh, well, this is one of 3 of the ladies that I have, but I need another one. So the other size I buy is it's up here in the corner, 8.5 by 11. Okay, I buy that size, and that holds the patterns. Like, you know, you buy patterns online, you have to print them. Here's like a Tilly and the Buttons Coco. Okay, I like indie patterns. I love supporting independent fabric designers. And sorry about the ring doorbell, guys. It's probably my husband coming in. But I like supporting these designers, and I like making their stuff. So anyway, I have a lot of them. And then, so the box holds, get up here and hold it still so it can focus. Would you please focus? Focus. Thank you. Dang thing. So I can put the longer ones right down here in the side, right by it. So I keep the long ones right here. It also holds that 8.5 by 11, the larger Vogue envelopes. I don't know why Vogue needs to do that. Standardized Vogue. Hello. But they have them, so those go in there and they go on the side as well. Now, how do I keep track of all the patterns that I have? Because I have hundreds of them. Okay. I'm not a real Pinterest person, but I was looking for pattern tracking. There's software out there you can get, way labor intensive. You know, it wants to know manufacturer and of course the number, fabric type, blah, blah. It just goes on and on. I don't have time for all that. So I did start a Pinterest account, and a lot of people, I don't have time to go through Pinterest and pin, and I like this and I like that. I don't have time for that. I don't care. But I did create a couple of boards on there. I created patterns I have and patterns I want. So like this, I just did a screenshot off my phone and printed it so you guys can see. Here's patterns I have. Okay, this is a screenshot. So now I'm looking through the pattern book at Hobby Lobby or Joann's or whatever, and I say, oh, look at that pattern. Do I already have that? Because I don't know, right? And so I go onto my Pinterest board and I search my pins. And if I find it, I know I don't need to buy it again, and I save a lot of money. Somebody's going back outside. Right. So how did I load those? Oh, so patterns I have and patterns I want. Patterns I want is self-explanatory. If I see a pattern that I want that somebody's blogging about, maybe I'll go out onto Pinterest and hit my board and search it and save it to patterns I want. That way I can just keep my numbers. And then I know if I'm looking for something, I have it or I don't, or because you can search those pattern numbers by garment style too. You can search pattern for Mrs. Outerwear, okay, on Pinterest, and they'll start coming up, or Mrs. Jacket. And I do this because I text to talk all the time. So, you know, it comes up and then I look, oh, look at that number. Do I have that already? That's how I know, and I keep track of that, okay? What I ended up doing, like I said, I talked to text in my phone, opened up Notepad. I downloaded a free Notepad thing. I think you can do it on OneNote as well. But I downloaded Notepad, and I went through my patterns one day. And I just started rattling off. McCall's 1, 2, 3, 4. Simplicity 1, 3, 5, 7. And I just did it. It took me about 2 hours, okay? And then on our trips to the coast and back, I would just start pinning my patterns. And just pin and pin and pin and pin. So I would know, and now I've got them all loaded in there. It took a long time at first to do this. But it's well worth it because I don't remember all the patterns I have, and styles change and new styles come out, you know. Lady Bird, she's a blogger. She does a fabulous, so funny review of new Vogue patterns, and some of them I like. And so when I see that, I go out on my phone on Pinterest and, you know, da-da-da. So anyway, that's how I store my patterns. I have boxes and boxes of patterns. You got to keep track of them all. And so anyway, I think that's all I want to talk to you guys about this time. I will do the video on how I do my binding by machine. I gotta feel like it. So I just wanted to get this done and get this out there to y'all. So anyway, that's all I've got for today. I will probably do the binding video one day this week and get it out there, okay? So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all your comments. And I'm interested to hear your pattern storage ideas, okay? If you've got anything. I'm an organization freak, and so I'm always interested in hearing new ideas that can really